Good evening, everyone, and a very happy Easter. Many years back, I've been to this club, and when I came to this club, there was one nagging issue. And the issue which everyone was concerned, can you tell me what it was? Something greater. Yes, it's the closure of your road. Your highway was closed and you all were getting cut. And it was your demand to me at that time to get something legally done with an intention that we could move the court because you all had an access from MR International cutting across to Kamar Kazan, and that was cut off. It was becoming difficult at Peddem, and they were even probably closing the Peddem junction. You would remember that the Bastora flyover was not planned. It was your flyover which was planned, and to make the Bastora flyover happen, they dropped your flyover. And this is what was announced. And you all tried your best with the then MLA, who, as I got feedback from you all, said that nothing could be done now that the concreting was over. It was not possible to have any flyover and that we would have to remain with it. Still, you all did not give up hope. I want to repeat once again, the first time when I came here, I was not a candidate for elections. I was simply a friend who came here and you all asked me as a lawyer. I came back for elections and that was your one demand to me. Please help us because we are facing extreme problems at the Peddem junction. You would have seen in the assembly, there were attempts to have the Peddem junction closed. I fought to make sure that it would not be closed. Because I said you have to think of people who live across in Peddem, in Kamar Kazan and Akoi. You can't expect them to be able to take big rounds and detours. And then a solution was sort of be given to us that people could go via Bastora, by the underpass of Bastora. And I said it will not work because it will only result in huge lines, huge traffic jams. And once people get into the Mapsa section near the Milagris Church, there will be confusion, there will be traffic jam. Climbing up the slope will be another situation there, the Altin Road. There will be queues climbing up. Children going to school will be inconvenienced. College there will be. And what about those going to hospital? You may die while you are just waiting in that queue. And then people go to market. Let me tell you, sometimes I forget when I go to the market. I sometimes go again to the market. So for a small trip to do, get one small thing, or maybe just to go somewhere close by, you would have to take a big round and come back. And then you will spend not just 5 or 10 minutes, but maybe half an hour to 1 hour. And I thought that was being cruel. Remember this, that this was always part of, this has been considered part of Mapsa, though Akoi village is separate. But the disconnect was making you all thrown out. And this was causing a lot of problems because hospitals, schools and colleges are on that side. And for people from that side to come across to Peddem Stadium and to go back was another headache. We didn't give up. There was a Janta Darbar, if you remember, when Nilesh Cabral had come here. And there was suddenly somebody who came, not even a resident of Bardez Taluka, but from Murmugaon he came here and said, lot of accidents are taking place at Peddem Junction and it should be closed. From the stage I said, nonsense. Nothing is happening. There are no accidents over there. And Nilesh Cabral asked the then DYSP, who was Dalvi at that time, give me a report of last 6 months accidents. at the Peddem junction, and he gave a report showing a minor accident 6 months back, and last 5 months no accidents. See, there have been brushes, there have been close calls, but there have not been these kind of major accidents. Of course, after that, 1 or 2 did happen, but it was not that. But that was a major cause of concern for everyone. Remember, the accidents which have taken place have happened before the junction or after the junction, but not at the junction. And I repeat, close calls, people just touching, discussions. So therefore, the closure of the junction was not viable, not recommended. I was even out of Goa at that time, and I remember some of the residents frantically phoning me by saying they have brought these blocks to put across to block the highway. I phoned the Chief Minister and I told him, you can't do that. I'm coming to Goa back, I will meet you. I met him, and fortunately his OSD who was there said, yes sir, what he's saying is right. We should not close it because it will inconvenience the people. Joshi was there. So finally we did not have it closed. After that, we started as a stopgap. Then what happened was, residents came again and we came to know that Nitin Gadkari was coming to Goa on a visit in December 2023. So quickly, on the momentum of all of you, I drafted a letter. I rushed to the Chief Minister along with some of the residents. Very short notice. It's like how I gave you a notice today, that was even shorter. When I came to know, and the date was 27 December 2023, I went for some wedding in Honda, and from there we came direct to Peddem, and with the letter, and I asked our people from here, whoever could come, please come, let us call on Chief Minister. And even without taking an appointment, we went there directly. Sharp, I think 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, I don't remember. We were on the dot. Within hardly 10 minutes, Chief Minister saw us, and I said to him one thing. See, December 2023, 2024 was the elections, parliamentary elections. I said to him, this is a major concern. He said, yes, I agree with you, it is a major concern. But I don't know whether the central government may take it up now, he said. I told him, just recommend it. Don't be negative. Just recommend it. If they say no, I will shout against them. But if you don't, I will shout against you. But he was kind, he was positive. They recommended. When Nitin Gadkari came the following year, I think January or February, I don't remember when he had come, but next year he came. We went. Again, it was like this short notice. I had to make several phone calls to get an appointment, and we managed to get there. And we called on him, and he made a statement saying that he will definitely consider this and put it in the proposal. Later in the budget, he made an announcement that this Peddem flyover would be made available for us. And today, after that, we had still something more which happened, because the rumblers had to be removed due to a Supreme Court order which was claimed by them. According to me, it's a misreading of the Supreme Court order. The Supreme Court said that it's not, that rumblers should be avoided. However, the local police along with the collector will assess the situation and if necessary put them. So I told them there is a clause by which you can. But there were some residents who were complaining that those rumblers were causing inconvenience to them. And because of the inconvenience to those residents, those rumblers were removed. The removal of the rumblers has caused speeding of the vehicles, and that has become another situation which could have been a major catastrophe over there. But finally, I had to move a proposal for installation of traffic lights. The Mapsa municipality, Shubhangi was the chairperson, they had done it. Earlier, a resolution was taken by the Mapsa Municipal Council, and there was a gentleman who is now retired, Dinesh Kari. I must thank him for his perseverance, hard work, follow-up. And finally, the municipality had, everything was clear, but finally what happened was municipality decided they are going to take it up, and all this, I don't know what backroom maneuvers were going on, and it never got realized. Till our proposal went up, I again met Chief Minister, and immediately the proposal was pushed forward by Dinesh Dari, and we got clearance. It should have come in October, the October became November, and finally in December. And when we were about to start the signals, there came an objection that came from the traffic cell by saying this and that and that. And finally, again we were at loggerheads. So I took certain residents, and we immediately called on the collector of North Goa, and the collector was very kind, and she said, you start the signals on a trial basis and see how it is going. I said it will inconvenience somebody. Some at the beginning may not know, they may not even be aware there's a signal, they may just go through. But once the system sets in, people will know, people will follow. And that started as a thing. It had to be stopped for 2 days because again other objections. But now you see the traffic signals are at least working. I know people can cut even when there is a stop sign, people still try to go, but that is something different. But at least we got that as a stopgap measure until our proposal could be through. And today, I have the distinct pleasure of announcing to you that the Government of India has floated the tender for construction of this flyover at a cost of 33 crores, 31,61,867. This tender work is to be executed within a period of 540 days. And this is what they call, here they call it a vehicular underpass, so by which the traffic will move on top and we will go below. So that you understand the story of success. I thank each and every one of you for being part of this journey, and I'm hoping to see this inauguration and execution as fast as possible. For this, I wish to thank certain people whose names I will particularly take, who were following with me every day with representations, with memorandums, coming with me, sitting with me. Johnny Lobo, Peter Mendes, Geronimo Pino, whom we call JV, and his son Jomito, Satyavan Bosle, Stephen Putino, Nandu Nagwekar, Melvin De Souza, even our Trojan was there, Naneshwar Vaingankar, Aaron Gomes, Cosmos Lobo, Shivdas Pednekar, Bosco Fernandez, Zelio, unfortunately is on the ship I think now, Vasudev Shetye, now from the Satadar complex there were so many who were coming, Vasudev Shetye, Sadguru Lotlikar, Prasad Patnaik, Advocate Pramod Shetgaonkar, Prasad Vengulekar, Vishwas Bobe, Prabhakar Gawas, Nana Saheb Zakane, Satyapal Kaskar, Praveen Kumar Limbani, Sashikant Male, Prasanta Mayapuri, Manohar Singh Rajput, Prakash Satadekar, Mohan Shetty. I'm sorry if I have omitted any name, but I want to say one thing. We stood together, and you know the old saying, a family that prays together stays together. So we all stood together, we prayed together, and we got success. I say a big cheers and a big thank you to all of you.